Alright, so if you've been following this channel, you're probably no stranger to the climb in prices on booster boxes. We've talked about it a lot in the channel, and I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about these price increases? Do you think this is natural? Do you think this is a strategy from the Pokemon Company? There are a ton of different theories out there. Some people do believe that maybe the Pokemon Company is doing this purposely to kind of add more value to their products and to increase the profit margins on these products. I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Let me know. If you do enjoy content like this, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. That way you're notified every time I upload new content. Now, before we get too far into this video, I would like to announce our winner for the Crown Zenith Pikachu Special Collection Box. And the winner is up here in the corner. All you got to do is reach out to me so I can take care of the shipping information. If you are an international customer, like I've mentioned before, and also I'll try to put it in the description of our giveaways as well. We do not cover shipping for international. However, it's free shipping if you'd like your hits from that product shipped in a plain white envelope. So you do have an option there if you do not have the money to pay for the international shipping. I do understand custom charges and shipping internationally is not cheap. So the option is there. So thank you so much for everyone that did participate in this giveaway. I really appreciate it. Let's get into the video that I got for you guys today. Alright, and over here we have a list of all the booster boxes here from Sword and Shield era. And obviously, some of these prices probably do not surprise you. Some of them may surprise you. We are actually doing a Silver Tempest and Lost Thunder booster box break this Sunday. So if you did want to stop by on Sunday at 6 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time, we will be breaking open some Silver Tempest and Lost Thunder. Sun and Moon Lost Thunder. It's going to be an absolute blast. So make sure you join us for our live stream on Sunday. What we're looking at here is, do you guys remember when these booster boxes, people were seeing them pop up for like $105, $110? And it was not natural. Well, look, this is kind of what the price should be. This actually makes a lot more sense. Now, these booster boxes, if you didn't know already, Scarlet and Violet starts the new MSRP increase. So Pokemon already publicly announced the increase on MSRP. It's actually going to be about $164 MSRP for a booster box now. So those days of $90, $95, even $100 booster boxes are long gone, because some of the businesses like us, it's costing us almost $100 just to get each booster box now. So it's getting to the point where stores are now paying quite a bit more too. So you got to understand why some of these prices are going to be a little bit higher than they are now. I don't know what I've heard some things here and there where people say, you know, these prices will never go as low as they ever did before because of the increase of MSRP. Now, I don't think that's a great argument, to be honest, because just keep in mind, Pokemon also stated any new products coming out from this point on, these are not new products. So when these do release, these will actually be the old MSRP. So that means old MSRP is $144, so which is kind of crazy. Lost Origin has actually surpassed MSRP, which is very rare in a modern booster box. Not many booster boxes that come out actually hit that point MSRP. Usually we are not even close to MSRP. So that is actually quite impressive considering how new these are. And the same thing here with Silver Tempest. Silver Tempest had a lot of hype at first, and then it died real quick. And but it's doing well. Like $132 for a modern booster box is really, really good. And yeah, you might look at Evolving Skies or Brilliant Stars and be like, how's that good? Look at these two sets. No, this is normal. This is normal. This is not. I don't care what cards you have in this set, that's not normal. And I guarantee you most other store owners will probably back me up on that this is not natural. Okay, just so you guys know. Oh, you can't say Evolving Skies earned shit. It didn't earn this price. The market gave it that price. You guys decided that this set was a god set, that it deserves this price, and people actually paid the price, and then it pretty much set that into stone. At this point, you know, that's basically how the market works. You know, if someone's willing to pay that price, that's now the market. And someone out there decided that this, for some reason, this set's worth way more than every other modern set. I don't know. I don't really agree with it, but hey, it is what it is. quite frankly, I could care less how expensive Evolving Skies is. I think it's an absolute trash set. I don't care if I can't ever open it again. I really wouldn't really care at all, to be honest. I actually would probably rather open up Fusion Strike at this point than Evolving Skies. I had no fun out of opening packs of Evolving Skies. It's one of the highest risk sets, in my opinion, for the cost of box. It's just too high risk at that point. If you really care that much about the chase cards, just buy them. Just do it. No, and that's me being serious. Like, trust me, it's not worth it. It really isn't. I know there's that rush with the chase and everything, but like, if the odds are against you that bad, like, is it really worth it at that point? Like, no, I don't think so. I don't think it is. But you see all these prices here right now. Anyways, we were selling our booster boxes for $115. I priced that at what I felt the market low should be. Okay, so yes, there were a couple other stores that dropped some of these for a little bit cheaper than we did, and I don't see a problem with that. You know, let them sell out of their underpriced products. Hey, that's on them. I feel, because I used my own pricing model that I've used with the old MSRP, and it came to a point where, hey, like 115 makes a lot of sense. You know, we were accepting pre-orders for like 105 for most new sets, so a $10 increase makes sense because we're paying $10 more for the product. So that's how we figured out our price, basically. Okay, so honestly, like, but this has been climbing in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. It really is just gaining a lot of popularity, and a lot of people at first were really bad-mouthing this set, thinking that this was going to be an absolute flop dud of a set because it's a base set. That's a good reason, guys. That's a good reason. It's a base set. That's not an argument. If that's the case, what's Darkness Ablaze's argument? Because Darkness Ablaze is a worse set than Sword and Shield base set. Darkness Ablaze is worse than Rebel Clash. Darkness Ablaze has less value than Rebel Clash. Can you believe that? That's the funny thing. That's what's funny. And Rebel Clash is thought to have been one of the worst sets in Sword and Shield, even though it wasn't really that bad. It's just people, they want to chase those big money cards or Charizard, even though Darkness Blaze doesn't have any big money cards, even though it does have Charizard. But anyways, so this price, that's good performance. That's good performance. Obviously, this is not Sword and Shield. Quite frankly, Astral Radiance, I think, is actually going to be one of the lowest performing sets out of Sword and Shield. It's going to be up there. I would literally rank it neck and neck with Battle Styles. I feel like if you take away that Machamp chase, which honestly, I don't even care about the Machamp in the set. So for me, I have no reason to open this set. If you take away that Machamp, the set has really nothing, except it does have playable cards. But here's the thing. Battle Styles also has playable cards. Now, the difference is Battle Styles will be out of rotation by the end of the year. Astral Radiance will still have another year of rotation. So, this will be more relevant for longer. But honestly, strength-wise, I do feel like these are pretty similar sets for their years. So, this is like the Astral Radiance is like the Battle Styles if it was made a year earlier. You know what I mean? Or a year later, however you want to look at it. Now, if we were comparing the Trainer Gallery era to the year before, I would say Brilliant Stars is definitely like the Evolving Skies of its year for sure. But I mean, don't sleep on Lost Origin. I said this a little while back when these booster boxes were consistently under $100. We sold them for like $99.99, and I kept saying, hey, this set is really slept on. It had some solid chase cards in the main set, but the Trainer Gallery is extremely good as well. You could actually get some serious value out of that Trainer Gallery even after the price dipped. Like, you can't complain when you have $30, $40, $50 cards in a Trainer Gallery. You really can't, because those cards aren't that hard to pull. So this is a really solid set, and I said multiple times that this is one of those sets that I would invest in. This is one you do not sleep on. And same thing with Silver Tempest. We did a set review of this, and Silver Tempest actually came back with some of the most highest value in the Trainer Gallery. It might be hard to believe, but it's nuts. It's crazy. But Yeah, the Lugia did drop quite a bit, but it is still a really solid chase card. And quite frankly, I do feel like the Lugia is underappreciated, to be honest, even though I felt like Lugia should have performed on the level of like an Umbreon, or, you know, like it's still performing better than the Charizard, I believe, out of Brilliant Stars, which is crazy. Which this is still, Brilliant Stars still has one of the most underrated alternate arts, in my opinion, and that would be that Charizard alternate art. The Charizard alternate art, for some reason, is worth like a third of the Umbreon. I don't know why. I don't know where people came up with that, because I can tell you right now, I could put a poll up right now here on YouTube, and I would say, hey, which pick a Pokemon, Charizard, Umbreon, and I'll tell you, I know for sure, certain, that it's going to be Charizard that's going to be picked more than Umbreon. So I don't know. People love Charizard, so that makes zero sense to me. Fusion Strike, this is funny. Fusion Strike is almost at MSRP. It's almost there. It makes me laugh because so many people shit talk this set, and I said from day one that it is not that bad of a set. People are just being too hard on it because they put all this money into it and they didn't get the card they wanted. All right, but it's the same deal with Evolving Skies. Yes, there are some people that will swear by Evolving Skies that it's the best set in the world, but guess what? Those people were probably the ones that opened a couple packs and got lucky and pulled that Umbreon, or got multiple alternate arts and didn't have to dump the type of money into it that just crushes you, like, to the point where you do not ever want to touch that set again. All right, I opened up Fusion Strike. I feel like I got very fair pulls. I've probably opened up, I don't know, for myself, maybe 3 booster boxes and probably about 40 loose sleeve packs, and I've pulled 3 alternate arts for myself. I say, hey, those are some odds that I feel are very fair, to be honest, for me. We've also done box breaks here in the channel, and I pulled multiple alternate arts from them. The Mew VMAX alternate art and the Inteleon VMAX alternate art have both been pulled on our channel, and we only opened a few boxes for the live breaks as well. So Fusion Strike isn't quite as bad as some people lead it on to be. This is probably like unthinkable pricing for some people, but I feel like, you know, it actually has some really strong cards. And that Gengar, you gotta understand, Gengar is an OG. Gengar is a really, really solid Pokemon. There are a lot of fans out there, and that it carries a set. But on top of that, so does Espeon, and Espeon has a big following as well. In my opinion, Espeon is a stronger Pokemon than Umbreon. I think it's a cooler design. That's my personal preference. We're all entitled to our opinions. You might feel differently. I think I just enjoy Espeon better. Battle styles, this is nuts, because just like I was saying here, really, Astral without the Machamp has no like solid chase card holding it up. Well, same thing with Battle Styles. Without the Tyranitar, it doesn't really have a solid chase card. These two are very similar. Big thing that does make Astral Radiance just a hair better would be that Trainer Gallery, because that does definitely help it a little bit there with making the bad boxes a little bit less bad, because you do have more hits from the Trainer Gallery. But Astral Radiance, honestly, like I said, it's not really that strong of a set, just like Battle Styles. If Battle Styles had a Trainer Gallery, they'd probably be perfect matches for each other. Chilling Reign here. This is an interesting one here. We're looking at a market price of $144. Listings as low as $128 though. That's a little odd. Maybe it's some loose packs or something like that. Who knows? But anyways, MSRP for Chilling Reign booster box. Can you guys believe that? Chilling Reign was like one of the first sets where stores started getting shafted real bad. Like, I mean bad. When they started reprinting a lot of stuff back in 2021, Chilling Reign was one of those sets actually that got flooded into the market, and distributors actually force allocated a lot of this product onto the stores, because the stores, before there was so much product, every store was basically fighting for product. Everyone's, you know, trying to put in these insane numbers for these new sets. I've heard of people putting in like orders of several thousand booster boxes in hopes that, hey, they're going to go by a percentage rate. So the more I order, get this, the more I order, the more I get. So if they cut it by 50%, at least I get 1,000 booster boxes, right? Well, it didn't work 100% like that. There was still a cutoff. There was basically a lot of these distributors already basically figured out numbers where you'd have a maximum allocation no matter what your percent was. Okay, so the percentage I feel like was not really a good reference. I think the percentage changed based off of what you ordered. Okay, the quantity of what you ordered. There was a different formula that they used to actually figure out these allocations, and the problem here is this is during a time where we could not get nearly enough product, and stores were just like, oh, hey, yo, these are selling for $150 a booster box. I'm gonna get 1,000 of these, dude. Automatically get 1,000, 150. That's what? How much is that? That's like $150,000 of revenue coming in from those booster boxes. I just did it off the top of my head. I don't know what it actually is. You can let me know in the chat if I'm wrong, but you know what I mean, like. And like that, everyone was thinking with one picture, they're not actually thinking about the possibility of different outcomes actually happening. They see this price of what this is selling for, and they're just shooting forward. They're going for it. And kind of like a high jump kick that misses. Oh, they crashed. When these got reprinted, it was so bad that stores tied up entire revenue streams to take on these orders, because the distributors are saying, hey, you asked for 2,000 booster boxes. We're giving you all 2,000. But if you don't take it, you're screwed. You're shit out of luck for every set coming forward. So naturally, what do? You either take your chances and say, hey, I don't want this. These aren't selling. And then possibly ruin your whole business for the future, or ruin your whole business and just take it, have no money to purchase additional product. You go out of business because you can't move it, or you take it and then guess what? You just like, well, this sucks. I'm going to take a loss, but now I've got to sell them for $80 booster box when you're paying $90 a booster box. A lot of stores were paying around $90 a booster box, just so you guys know, for a wholesale rate. I believe it's like $88 or something like that for us. That's what it was before the Scarlet and Violet. So just imagine that, having to take a $10 loss on every booster box. You know what I mean? Every single one. Now, that $10, if that was one booster box, it's $10, whatever. It doesn't, you don't even like lose sleep over it. Then you start getting into 10 of them. Well, now you're losing $100. You get into 100 of them. Guess what? Now you're losing $1,000. You know, you see where I'm getting at. Now, in total of 1,000, let's say you only got 1,000 of your original allocations. You asked for 2,000. Yeah, we went there. $10,000. That's not something to just like smirk at. That's a lot of loss. That's a ton. That's a lot of money to just throw away. And that's basically what stores were forced to do. They just had to take the hit. Because if they didn't take the product, they would be screwed for the future sets. All right. If they took the product and just sat on it until it was worth profit, they wouldn't have money to pay for anything. So what do you do there? It's a pretty shitty situation. But anyways, that's enough time for with Chilling Reign. Same thing happened with Battle Styles as well. But and it actually, funny enough, happened with Evolving Skies. But Evolving Skies, the market sucked that up real quick, though. That was the thing. And Fusion Strike also dealt with that as well. But anyway, so we have Darkness Ablaze over here with this very undeserving $145. So, like, these prices are still continuously climbing. All of them. It's nuts. And then Vivid Voltage. Yo, $140, still a slept-on set. You can still get it for as low as $125. I literally said this like a couple months back. This might be one of the most underrated sets out there, like right now, because you gotta understand, this is the first main set that a lot of people got into when the hype train came, when the big boom in Pokemon, Vivid Voltage was that first set that we could not get. This is when allocations started getting bad. All right. So, like, this will hold some form of nostalgia to a lot of people. I really do believe this is worth holding one of these boxes at least, guys. I really do. As for Darkness Ablaze, no, nobody cares about Darkness Ablaze. But Vivid Voltage, definitely a solid set. Plus, you do have the amazing rares. You cannot forget about that. They might not be worth a ton right now, but amazing rares, these gimmicks, all these gimmicks, not just amazing rares, but these gimmicks are really fun for the future. When, you know, it's old, it's kind of outdated, you forgot about it, and then you open up a pack and you pull an amazing rare after 5 years or so. It's a great feeling. Those gimmicks are always fun to bring back and enjoy. Anyways, that's all we got here for today. Basically, you know, I just wanted to look at some of these prices with you guys and give you my thoughts. I hope you enjoyed this type of content. Don't forget about our stream this Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I appreciate the support. As always, everyone, let's make like Charizard and keep this passion burning.